Hey everybody, it's Tom Dalton from the award-winning PBS television program Under the Radar Michigan, where every week we explore the cool people, places, and things that make Michigan a great place to be. And where are we going to be next? Take a look. Now you're about to meet some farmers who love the whole farm to fork movement so much, they went out and bought the knives and spoons to match.
For over a decade, Michael Vandenbrug and his wife Anya Mast have owned and operated Trillium Haven Farm. It's a family-run operation that's helped foster the whole farm-to-fork movement by providing fresh, organic produce to stores and restaurants all over western Michigan. But the twist of this story is, now they'll also be providing farm-fresh seasonal foods to their own restaurant, simply called Trillium Haven.
What inspired you to go from the people who grow the food to becoming the people who serve the food? What made you take that leap?
You know, everybody asks us that like it's just some strange question, but I think it's because people don't realize that we have been coming in the back door of 14 different restaurants for 12 years. So we had the insider experience. And I think in terms of restaurants and farmers, we're all the same. I mean, there's such a connection between people who are really passionate about ingredients. And so we have worked with 14 different restaurants, and we really, all of our friends, our best friends, are restaurant people. They totally taught us what really high quality should look like, and that focus on the customer. What does the customer want in this area?
And for what I could tell, the customers couldn't be happier.
I love what they're doing in terms of the farm-to-table thing. That's really wonderful.
Locally grown and locally owned, and I like supporting small local businesses.
I was excited to see that they were going to start this so I could come and eat their food without having to cook it.
It's going to be flavorful, it's going to be farm fresh, it's going to be seasonal.
I mean, it has to be good, right? They own the farm and the restaurant, so.
You obviously employ a lot of people here. Is there a certain kind of person that works at a restaurant like this?
You know, it's been so interesting because a new restaurant with new owners who aren't even from the industry would typically not attract the best. But we had people leaving some of the best restaurants in Grand Rapids and coming to us and saying, I believe in your mission. And the mission of this entire business is to support and expand the growers in West Michigan. Many of our staff have been shopping with us for years. They're very passionate about healthy food. So we're not just about, I mean, anytime you're an organic grower, it's the health aspect that's just as important as the quality and the flavor.
Now, how did you find this location? Tell me about this building.
Oh my gosh, so the chef came to my husband middle of June and was like, you know what? We should start a restaurant. Then it was like, where are we gonna go? Where, you know, so we went to Cascade, Ada, looked downtown, and all of a sudden we drove by this building, which is exactly 2 blocks from where we used to live. This is my community, this is my neighborhood before we bought the farm. You know, my husband and I lived here, we bought a house, first child grew up here, and this building has been closed to the public for 50 years.
Well, it's got some history, doesn't it, this building?
Oh my gosh, built in the 1920s as a furniture warehouse. You know, reclaiming buildings, recycling buildings, it's all part of that sustainability process for the city of Grand Rapids.
Now, whose idea was it to put the kitchen open so people can see, actually watch their dinner being cooked?
You know, I think that goes back to this whole thing about having that integrity, that honesty, that authenticity. It really shows that you are hiding nothing.
Right, there's an honesty and a sincerity about it. It's just being prepared right in front of you.
I'll tell you, the only way I can think of to get a more authentic farm-to-fork experience would be to buy a farm and eat at home every night. But I'd just go to Trillium Haven. It's a lot more fun and a lot more easier, too.
We're bringing the farm, all of these stories, all these connections, all of this right into the city, into our neighborhood, a place where people could connect with each other, connect with nature, connect with the farmer, connect with real food, and it's incredible.
I got to agree, they're doing it all right here at Trillium Haven.